This is Surveillance Midday with Tom Keene. I'm Pim Fox. Tom is on vacation. Perhaps he's enjoying a libation. Well, what kind would he be enjoying? Let's find out more about what's happening in trends with drinking and consuming this holiday season. We have Jennifer Simonetti-Bryan, a master of wine, joining us now. Jennifer, good to have you with us. Is there a battle going on right now between champagne and Prosecco? You know, this is the holiday season. We're getting ready for New Year's, and champagne is usually the traditional toast, but more and more it seems stores have been carrying Prosecco, a white sparkling wine from Italy.
Yeah, one of the things that we've seen as a consumer trend is trading down. And according to Wine Intelligence, which is a great wine research firm, they have said that trading down has kind of stabilized. But the reason why a lot of stores are carrying Prosecco as a alternative to champagne is because that really nice sweet spot price point. And actually, believe it or not, Italy right now is boasting that they produce more sparkling wine than France. So I think a lot of people are looking towards alternative sparklers because some champagnes can be in the luxury price point, meaning anything from $25 and above, and Prosecco can be, you know, really nice between $10 and $15.
So you don't have to necessarily spend a lot of money to get a good Prosecco, and that might be the way to celebrate.
Yeah, but also there's a lot of good deals that you've got going on with champagne right now as well. So you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money to get a good champagne.
Any in particular that are your favorites, if you were going to be recommending any?
Actually, I love Charles Heidsieck champagne, and that's you can get that about $35 a bottle. Actually, Sherry Lehman has some right now. I'll get some of that. I like Piper Heidsieck, and there's a couple other small growers that I like as well.
Now, tell us a little bit about what's happening, the trend in harder spirits. I know that you've been tracking what goes on in the world of bourbons and single malt whiskeys.
Yeah.
You've been talking a little bit about brown spirits.
Yeah, brown spirits seem to have a resurgence, and whiskey this year has seen a huge increase, and we're seeing a little bit of an increase with rum as well. Rum is increasingly popular, and cognac as well has seen some resurgence as well. During this year, through August, they had a 15% increase, and we saw a lot of different new brands being introduced, you know, like Hennessy Black. There was the Rare Cask by Louis XIII, and even Courvoisier came in with a connoisseur's collection. So we see a lot happening with cognac.
How does someone get interested in the wine business? Because I know that you had a career working in the finance business in London, in Citigroup, and you went to one lunch and it kind of changed your whole outlook about wine.
Yeah, I was working for Citicorp in London at the time, and there was a business lunch that changed my life. It was an optimal capital structuring presentation that they served a Sancerre with a herb-crusted salmon, and I knew nothing about wine at the time. And at this time, salmon is a very fatty fish, and Sancerre is a high-acid wine from the Loire Valley. So when I took a piece of the salmon, the Sancerre kind of cleansed the palate from all the oil that was coating my tongue. And like I said, I knew nothing about this, and I thought, you know, I think I should look into this, and that's really what sparked my interest in wine. So I learned about it and took more and more classes. And
now you're a master of wine.
Yes, yes.
Now, as a master of wine, how do you educate people about this idea of putting one type of wine with one other type of food?
Well, there's a lot of things that you can look into and learning about. There's a lot of great books out there in food and wine pairing. In fact, I'm writing a book right now with a certified master chef, but I'll have to make you wait until next year for that.
But what about using technology to make those kinds of connections for people? I mean, I numerously see people checking their smartphones in order to figure out, all right, what kind of wine are they going to have with what kind of food?
Yeah.
How is that a trend?
It's a really good point you bring up, because there's a lot of wine apps that there are out there right now for your iPhone or mobile device. If you go onto iTunes or you look online for different wine apps.
We're looking at them right now. We've got favorite cheeses. You can figure out what to do with your 2007 Cake Bread Cellars, and also a drink fit. So it applies to all types of wines and foods.
Absolutely. There's about 900 applications if you put in wine that you can look at, and this is even more than a couple of months ago where there was only like 700. So we're going to increasingly see more applications, as well as the technology increase for these applications to help us.
All right. I want to thank you very much, Jennifer Simonetti-Bryan, sharing your insights and your thoughts about wine and libations this holiday season. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. This is Surveillance Midday with Tom Keene. I'm Pim Fox. Coming up, we've got more right here on Bloomberg.